Hey guys, I am John Carrick, author of Legacy of a Mad Scientist and The Legend of Ashley Fox. Today we are looking at Conan the Barbarian number 102, which clearly got blasted by some Kool-Aid. This cover is a little abused. We also have our Fantasy World Tarot card, the Nine of Cups, the Kraken, which is purple as opposed to the Leviathan, which was green. Kraken is like a squid or an octopus of some sort, I suppose. I like the colors. It's a good card. All right, so Conan. As I mentioned, this has been an abused comic. Someone got their money's worth on this one. So also, this is, as I mentioned, issue 102. The last one we did was 99, the Crabmen. And between issues 100 and 101, Belit died. Conan is now in charge of a gang of blacks attacking other blacks down in sub-Saharan Africa. He's leading one gang, the Baumas, against another gang, and he catches their king right here, grabs him, and smashes him headfirst into a tree and kills him. These simple panel layouts of John Buscema are so perfect. This is all you need. This is all a comic needs to be. The rest of the tribe surrenders. This is one of Conan's own guys who says we have to kill them all. Conan says, no, we're not. We're going to make our army larger. And then they go and stay in the village of the tribe that they have just killed. And Conan is offered the wife of the chieftain, and he says he's not, he's offered several girls, but when he goes to sleep, I think this is, this might be because this is 102, so we missed a couple. I guess this is the group he was staying with. It's not quite clear. I don't think this is the wife of the man he just killed, although that is also how it's presented. But I don't know. That's exactly what it is. He is staying in. There's not a lot of emotional turmoil. There's not the level of emotional turmoil you would expect. This is hard to follow. Conan is out of his element. And there's a few times in here where where the narration says that he wouldn't want to rule over people who aren't his own anyhow. This is the lone guard out in charge of the cattle. Now that these two tribes have been conjoined or blended into a single tribe, they only have one guard on duty. And he, after some ads, is attacked and murdered by these vampire men with filed teeth and pointed ears. Conan hears him scream. He rouses the village. They race out there. They catch a whole bunch of these vampire men. The villagers are scared. They say that these are the undead, that they're vampires, and that they can't be killed. Conan throws a spear and kills one of them. And says, yes, they can. They absolutely can be killed. The rest of them run off, and they only have the body of this one dead guy that they bring back. And then they hear someone else scream, and it's the woman where the chieftain's wife, the former chieftain's wife, Conan sprints back and kills one with his sword, knocks another one out, and the last one flees. So now they have a living captive. That's the last one who's fleeing. Conan gets him with a spear. But now they have a living captive. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to see if I can't flatten this out a little bit. Considering how abused this comic has been. They go through a bit of exposition about whether or not this bad guy is really a vampire. He explains that he's not, but that they wear these special crystal glasses. He's wearing proto sunglasses, essentially. And he's offering to lead these villagers, these warriors, back to his... There's a lot about this issue that doesn't make sense. The responses of the blacks in this issue are out of character. They're out of character over and over and over again. They're not Plains Indians. They're not South Americans. Their actions are out of character, but they drive the plot forward. So, like the wife not being, objecting to Conan sleeping in her hut, and even going so far as to say that she wouldn't refuse him, but Conan is upset over Belit. And I don't know if it's the writer. I mean, it's Roy Thomas, so he should know the character well enough. I can only presume that this story feels forced. It's a long way to say the story feels forced. So this guy, the captive, after 4 pages of ads, agrees to lead the villagers to his village, where they live in these caves. There's this big fence. This guy wants to kill him. Conan says no. This guy is going to, at some point, challenge Conan for rule of the tribe. Conan's aware of that. They have a grappling hook. Conan climbs the fence, goes down, opens the gate, leads them all into the caves. They do have a king. And they're all sleeping, but the king wakes up. This is so poorly done. The king wakes up, and the guy who led them in there explains that there is no daylight in caves, and that he has been faithful to his true master, and he grabs another guy's knife, but Conan kills him first. The other guy, the guy who is challenging Conan, kills him first. This is the head guy. He's a real vampire. And so now they're waking up and attacking. And given how little time is left, we can only have one outcome. It's the only way. There's not enough pages left for Conan to win. So the big vampire, the guy from, what's his name? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar from Game of Death. Conan stabs him. It does no good. Somehow he loses the sword. He doesn't decapitate him, and he missed the heart. Conan gets choked, thrown, knocked out, and that's where we leave this one. I don't know how many of the villagers have been killed by the wannabe vampires. How many of them will be converted into want-to-be vampires. So that is the end of Conan 102, shortly after the death of Belit. I'm guessing that was probably issue 100, and issue 101 was whatever. All right. Hey guys, I am John Carrick, and I am running a little bit late today. I spent the whole first few hours of the morning believing that my main computer had completely lost all the data. So I did everything I could to try and restart it, get it connected to another computer. Finally, it came back up, and it seems that the data is safe, but I have to do a lot of work to back everything up. So I lost a few hours today. Today we're looking at Conan 102, shortly after the death of Belit. Sorry, the energy's just not there today. Today's brought to you by Legacy of Mad Scientist, Legend of Ashley Fox, and we do have a conflicted card, and this one is Mason, not Gordon. Mason has found an inhaler, but someone else has grabbed it, and he needs it for his family, and this person won't give it up. What do? This is a scenario card that's phrased to see how quickly the players and what level of violence they're willing to escalate to. This is done by people who have no understanding of real violence. I think the people who wrote these cards never participated in martial arts, probably didn't serve in the military or police force. I think these are civilian done, maybe even woke left cards. Or at the very least, just civilian artists who went to college and, art school or something like that. No military training whatsoever. I'm really disappointed. So again, today's going to be a little bit short. The only thing I can say is make sure you back up your files. Ashley Fox Ninja Babysitter, a comic book out for you guys as a PDF in the description. It is in black and white. And I will be back tomorrow. Bye.